LonnieB show. Get ready for the LonnieB show. Get ready for the LonnieB show. Get ready for the LonnieB show. It's the show. LonnieB, it's the show. It's the show.
In the sky, I see you twinkle in the stars at night. God sent me an angel of mine. God sent me an angel, one of a kind. God sent me an angel. That is what you are. You're my angel watching over. I've been touched by an angel. I've been touched. I've been touched by an angel. I've been touched. You comfort me. I've been touched by an angel. Just like you said you would. As I slumber. I've been touched by an angel. As I sleep. I've been touched. You're right there. I've been touched by an angel. I've been touched. My going out. I've been touched by an angel. I've been touched by an angel. I've been touched by an angel. I've been touched. God sent me an angel of mine. God sent me an angel, one of a kind. God sent me an angel. That is what you are. You're my angel watching over. God sent me an angel of mine. God sent me an angel, one of a kind. God sent me an angel. That is what you are.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing today? It is Wednesday, and oh my God, I feel it. Let me tell you, when there is a word that's about to go forth and it is about to make a difference, I do know that the enemy will come in and try to cause all types of distractions. And I don't know who understands what I'm talking about, but today has really been very, 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 very interesting. So let's just go ahead and get started today. I will not be defeated. Y'all, let me tell you some funny. So I was getting dressed, and one dress I wasted some. Actually, I was putting up something in the kitchen, and I wasted some ketchup on it. Then the second one, the one that I have on now, I was drinking water, and I guess there's a hole in my lip. I don't know, but something happened. So I was like, okay. So then just different things coming in, different distractions, because normally the morning is my time that I meditate and I get ready. So just a lot of things. So I know that today's word is truly going to bless not only me, but everyone else. So let's talk about what today is. Today is National Simplicity Day. So simplify the things in your life today. Make it very simple. If it's cumbersome or if it's overwhelming or you have to overthink it, you know what, just simplify it. Go back to the bare basics. Every time we go to the basics, it truly, truly works. Now, after you simplify your life today, treat yourself with a slice of pecan pie because today is National Pecan Pie Day. So definitely treat yourself. Don't do like my husband. If you all watched our lives last night on We Are the Kusimos, you know that we had an encounter with trying to detox our bodies and him actually liking this ice cream that I introduced him to. For those of us who are introverts and do not like to talk to anyone, Today is International New Conversation Day. So spark up a new conversation with someone. Step outside of your shell. Step outside of the box. Step apart. Go ahead and do something that you've never done before. Start a new conversation. And you know what? Even better than that, start it with someone who you barely met. Just start a new conversation. See how it goes. You might find something intriguing. You might learn something new about that individual. You never know. Now, in today's history, today is called Night of Nights. Who remembers what a Morse code is? Morse code, if you don't know, Morse code is a way that we communicated over airwaves, and there was a little thing that went. So I don't know if you all heard that, but I just kind of laugh at that because I used to work for Southwestern Bell Yellow Pages, the phone company, and I remember that was part of the history that we had to learn in the company. But today is the day that the last Morse code was delivered in the United States. So just a little history to start your morning. When I talked about the enemy, just being on track today, doing what he's supposed to do. He's really on his job. I could not open up my documents today, so I couldn't get today's devotion by Dr. Lori Butler. So we're actually going back to the very first guest who came on, and that was Mr. Larry Faget. He actually sends his motivations out via text message, so I'm able to get his. So that's who we'll be hearing a devotion from today. If you like the song that's been played on yesterday as well as today, this week's featured vocalist is Debette Draper Britton. She's out of Dallas, Texas. She used to sing with Kirk Franklin and the Family. She's a phenomenal vocalist. So let's go ahead and dive into today. So today's devotional is, do you not know? Do you not know? Have you not heard? The everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, does not become weary or tired. His understanding is inscrutable. He gives strength to the weary. Yet those who wait for the Lord will gain new strength. They will mount up on wings like eagles. They will run and not be tired. They will walk and not be weary. We all know that familiar passage. That's Isaiah 40, verses 28 to 31. We all become weary at some point. In fact, if you never feel like giving up, you need to check your dreams. They're too small. If you never feel like quitting, lift up your standards. It's too low. But when the pressures come to discourage, and I didn't say if, he said when, so they will come, and to make you think you can't take it anymore, when it's too much for you, it's just right for God. I believe we all encounter pressure points of weariness at times during the journey. In the scripture, Isaiah says, there's a way to get your second wind and to run and not be weary. How? Wait on the Lord. Rosalind, wait on the Lord. Miss Corinthia, wait on the Lord. That word wait here means work while you wait. Hope in the Lord. That doesn't mean to sit around and be complacent. The right way to wait is to give God praise and talk about his greatness, to go through the day expecting him to turn it around, not complaining, not discouraged. As we wait, God will breathe a second wind into your spirit of strength, energy, passion, vision, and vitality. You won't just come out of the way you went in. You will come out on wings like eagles. See, what we don't know is that no other fowl flies as high as an eagle. When a crow descends upon its back to peck him, you all know that. Crows actually goes after eagles. But he doesn't fight back. The eagle doesn't fight back. Remember, he's higher than the crow. So he doesn't fight back, but simply ascends higher until the altitude is too much for the old crow to survive. So he falls off. Let me drop this off for free. The closer you and I get to God, the fewer folks you'll find around you. So take it high. You'll come out stronger, wiser, refreshed, renewed, and more refined than you were before. Did you not know? Have you not heard? He is able. That is today's devotion. And when I read that quickly, because it came earlier this week and I had to find it, one of the things that a lot of us, when God actually shifts us into our purpose, right? We go through the pain for our purpose and he shifts us. And then during that shift, he begins to elevate us. One of the things that we find ourselves being in a lonely state. Remember, we talked about lonely the other day. We find ourselves being in a lonely state. And I don't want to say lonely. We find ourselves being isolated from the things and the people that we were used to. And it's because God has elevated us. But how many times do we realize that the higher we get closer to God, that God's going to lessen the amount of people, things, planes, trains, and automobiles that he interjects in our day? He's going to decrease that because he needs us closer to him so we can continue to fulfill the purpose that he has for us. And that's hard. It's really, 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 really hard. But we can go through it. We just have to wait. And it's the waiting process that we can't handle, or we become uncomfortable with, or we realize we don't have control over. Because I relate that also to transition. When he transitions us, when he transitions us into something new, which elevates us, which takes us out of our norm, which takes us out of our typical element, which takes us out of our normal box, we at that point then begin to become uncomfortable because God is elevating us. But in the process of the elevation, there are some people who are still left at the bottom. And I shouldn't say bottom, but there are some people that are just left right where he elevated us from. That's what I'll say. And it's okay. It is really okay, because as he elevates you, there's a new environment. There's a new dimension that you have to step into. And when you step into that dimension, he will give you new voices. He will give you new people. He will give you new things that he has already had stored up for you. And not everybody is to be a partaker of that. Not everyone is to be alongside of you when you actually elevate. And also, it comes with a struggle. Because how many times have we heard, sometimes you got to give up to get? Sometimes we have to give up to get. And that giving up means we have to give up some relationships. We have to give up some things. We have to give up some organizations. We have to give up routine patterns, because God wants to take us to a whole nother level. And in that level is a whole new dimension that we have to learn to embrace. And so, and today, I just want to say to you, be encouraged, hold on, don't get weary, work while you wait. As Mr. J said, work while you wait. And not everyone wants to hear this, because it's hard. It's really, really hard, but this is something that we all need to hear. It's all something that we all need to adapt and adjust to. We always ask for the elevation. We always ask for the promotion, but then we don't want what comes with it. We want the good that comes with it, but we don't necessarily want the challenges that come with it, or the transition that comes with it. So understand that everything that we ask him for that takes us to another level, that elevates us, there are things that we have to give up. There are things that we have to let go. And there's a transition. There's a transformation. And there are new beginnings in that elevation. Every elevation has a new beginning. And we have to learn to embrace that. I'm speaking to myself. We have to learn to embrace that. And something I saw on social media, my best friend posted it. She says, if no one If no one ever likes a post, loves a post, tags a post, shares a post, know that you're doing what God has asked you to do. He has assigned you to do. And that's all that matters, because he sees it. And when he sees it, he makes sure that the people he needs to see it, sees it. So continue to do what you're doing, even when it feels like you're on a lonely road, even when it feels like you're not going to even see how to make it tomorrow or the next hour. Just continue to do it, because God knows. And while we're sitting here getting ready to go into panic mode, he's getting ready to go into work mode. He's getting ready to make it happen. He's getting ready to make it to see where he has helped you through it, where he has positioned you to be prepared for it. So that is the devotion for today. Stay encouraged, be encouraged. And if you like this, please, please, please share this with someone. Don't keep it to yourself. I told you we share. We share. And if you cannot share this with someone and you know someone who needs to be encouraged by this, pick up the phone and just call them and share what you've heard today. It does not hurt. I promise you, it does not. We have to be each other's keeper, because at some point in time, each and every one of us will have that day when we're just like, ugh, I don't want to go through it. I don't want to do it. I don't feel like it. You know what? We have to be. And when you see someone who's missing that you're used to seeing, send a simple message. And even if they don't respond, don't take it personal. Maybe they're going through, but your message was the one that helped to bring them through it. So be encouraged today. Stay encouraged. And remember, oh, you know what? We actually have a new YouTube channel, which all of our shows that we do, whether it's for me or some of my clients that I produced, is on. It's called LonnieB and CO period. Please go and subscribe to that YouTube channel. It would really, really help us as I'm trying to build the ABK network, which I will actually start producing shows for individuals such as who would like to be on this type of platform. So be encouraged, stay encouraged, enjoy your day. If you're on your way to work, after this, turn on some praise music. I didn't say worship. Turn on some praise music and just praise your way through your challenges. Praise your way through the things that the enemy thinks that he has you defeated in, and let him know that he has no defeat. He doesn't even serve purpose. We don't give him right to our life, because God is the head. God will take control, and he will actually push the devil out, and he will send him where he needs to go. And that is straight to hell. Straight to hell. That's where the devil needs to go. So have a good day, everyone. I love you all. Until I see you all tomorrow, smile. You owe it to yourself. No one does it better than you. Bye for now.
My mother told me